It's going to be hard enough, thank you. And I do mean that. Having done this an awful lot over the years, it's frankly one of the more difficult things that I've ever done. But let me begin by thanking all of you. Many of you have had a very special place in my public life as well as my personal life, and I appreciate that. Had I known that I was going to get this kind of attention, I might have done it a lot sooner. It's very seldom that I'm even acknowledged statewide, so it's interesting. And it probably is time, because I've obviously learned that the electronic media works a lot quicker than I ever thought. And so we've not been out ahead of this thing the way we had hoped to be with many of you and personal connections, but it appears one picks it up and links it to the next and the next and the next, and by the end of the day I found people interviewing the bloggers, which was an interesting contrast too, that somehow that was newsworthy. But anyway, I started this morning with an email from my brother, who's a conservative private sector guy living down in Virginia, who emailed me and welcomed me to his side, congratulated me, and proceeded to tell me that my father would have been proud. And in turn, then we both acknowledged that although my father never would have considered consulting real work. So I've accomplished the private sector side, and serving as a consultant is certainly something that I have to work on. So let me make it official. I will be resigning from the New York State Senate, a seat that I have truly loved, on December 31st of this year. The decision was made, frankly, because I'm given an opportunity to join a national firm, an opportunity to pursue some new endeavors that will give me new challenges, new opportunities, and hopefully be able to enable me to do a number of things for my family that I think is important at this particular stage in my life. I'm young enough not to retire, but to move forward and take on those new challenges, and I'm looking forward to that. I also, have an awful lot of fond memories over 15 years in the New York State Senate and 35 years of public service in the 3 counties that I happen to represent. And I truly appreciate people who are here this morning from literally all 3 of those counties. We all think Watertown's the center of the universe, but others I recognize don't. So thank you for making the trip. Watertown will be where I stay. It has been home to me for some 20 years now when I first came up here and joined county government, and it has been very good to me. There has been no question. Jefferson County and the North Country have treated me very well. I have tried to the best of my ability to serve them as well as I possibly could. We'll let others determine whether or not I accomplish that. But I got to get back to smiling. I've been smiling for a couple of days now. I got to keep doing that. These 15 years is something that certainly couldn't be accomplished on my own. I've had an awful lot of help in terms of individuals who have been committed to me, help in terms of supporters, help in terms of advisors, help in terms of many elected officials and their counterparts in both local and state government. So to each and every one of you, thank you. As I have tried to do over the course of the last 24 hours and will continue to do over the course of the next several weeks, thank as many of you individually and personally as I possibly can. It's been a good run. It's been a lot of fun. More often than not, it's like any other job. There have been challenges. There have been frustrations. There have been problems. But on balance, it's been an experience that I have thoroughly enjoyed. When you come out of college and start your career as a caseworker, you immediately begin to like people. and working on behalf of people. And there's been more than one occasion when I've been interviewed that I've described the job in the Senate in the same way, working in people's interests and working with them to try to better their lives. I still continue to believe that. I hope that in some small measure I have accomplished that. And frankly, I hope to continue to accomplish that. While I may be done at this particular juncture, you know, I'm still a politician. You never say never. So we don't know what's out there. We don't know what opportunities will be out there. We'll take them as they come. But in the meantime, I remain committed to this community, to the people who have helped me so much throughout the years, so that I, in turn, can help them. In terms of where I'm headed, well, it's a firm known as Fleischman Hillard, which is a national bipartisan consulting and lobbying firm. For the record, I will not be lobbying. Number one, because yes, in New York State you're prohibited from doing that for a while. But more importantly, that's not what my inclination is. And my new employers have that understanding. I'll be consulting in the energy arena, although not limited to that. We've had some success working on economic development projects in local governments, so we'll be able to see if I remember anything in those endeavors and utilize those skills as well. But that leaves me time, and that leaves me commitment from them that I can serve my community and take on other responsibilities as the circumstance warrant, provided there's no conflicts. And we're looking forward to doing some of those things too. In the meantime, I'll get to enjoy my family and do a number of things that we've never tried to overlook, but certainly more time is better. So, with that, let me simply say thank you. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all of your help.